Good morning, dear friends, for joining me in this particular section and series regarding the way to go by enrolling yourself into the NERD portal and ensure that you get your clearance of NERD certificate for your project work after your undergraduate studies. So we'll first launch in how you get to launched into the site. The link is rightly before you. You go and query this link, then put it on your search browser and you move to the next stage. So when you click and search the link, it will launch you to this point. Here we go. It will launch you to this point, and here is the front page of the NERD portal, the onboarding. So what do you do for you to enroll? You click here and enter in your email. There is an email here already. Then you now click on the send verification link quickly. The verification link will now send a link to your email account. The email that you inserted on that column will now be where NERD will send for you a link that you use to continue your registration. And here is the format of the message from NERD. So this is how it looks like. So the whole full blue right up above, like with all this, you click on it to verify, or you click on the button green, verify email. It will then launch you back to the site where you continue registration to fill some required details as follows. Then next, it brings you to this segment of the portal, details. This is where it is required of you as a student to fill select role, program of studies, title of program of studies, either BSc, BA, engineering, whatever course. Now on this role, you select student. The next role, you select either BA, the title of your program. So the next is first name, middle name, and surname. Ensure you fill all this. It is required. Your sex, either male or female. Date of birth, you select appropriately. Your marital status, either single or married, indicate. Next following is NIN. NIN number should be inserted in this point at that column. When you have done that, you move to country, Nigeria, your state your state of origin, and your local government of your state. Now you are talking about town and city. Where are you living currently? Are you still living in your village, or you guys are in town, either Lagos, Abuja, whatever town you are into? You insert and you now put contact address in full. Now the next is your phone number. When you put your phone number, you ensure it's filled and you don't put 080. You can see a sample here. The sample of, you remove the first 0. The dot plus 234 is serving already as the 0, decoding your country code. So the next is your verified email. This email already will be the email, that very first email we use to initiate the enrollment. It will now automatically be here, bearing your name as your own email. So you don't need to fill here. Automatically it has synchronized. That's why they sent you that email from your email address. That's why we picked it and we continue from the email link they sent to us. Next is your next of kin contact address. You fill it and you fill his phone number and his email. Next, you now have to generate a password that is particular to you. A short password that goes with letter and a little character, number, numeric, and either a dot or a hash in between. But provided that it beats eight characters. The maximum number required for your password to be authenticated is 8 characters. Ensure it includes 8 characters. You can write ABCD.123. It depends on you. So next, you confirm the password ABCD.123. Depends on your account. Now this account, after you are done putting this thing here, that password and the email that you have inserted, this email that is in the verified email, will now be what you'll be using to be logging in your portal after you have successfully enrolled. Now we are still talking about enrollment. So when you are done in this part, you click on save and continue. So the next segment, save and continue. So in this new segment, you have seen that we have succeeded in entering all our data in the previous. So this is the last segment to enroll, the enrollment step. This is the third segment. So next is you are required to put a passport that is either JPEG, image form. You don't go and put a passport that is PDF. PDF is like a document format. You put a passport that is in image format that is below 300 kilobytes. It shouldn't be above 300 kilobytes. That's why they wrote max 300 kilobytes. The next is means of identification. Your NIN. Every student is expected to have an NIN number. So you enter your NIN picture, image, whether you have it on paper, you convert it to a picture, and then ensure that you beat the size. Sometimes your pictures used to have size up to like 2 MB. MB is greater than kilobyte. MB is lesser than gigabyte. So the lowest point of the readings of units in image or either document is kilobyte. So you ensure it goes below 350 kilobytes. Sometimes I advise people to just put it at random figure. You can use 11 Xeon. Xeon is a site. 11 Xeon, like 11 ZON link to do your compression of image and convert them for your beta, because you still need them to convert your project. But for this enrollment, you change it, everything, you compress. If your image size is above it, you compress them either to 100 kilobytes at most, and then you upload them. The next is student status attestation. I always advise students to use their admission letter here. Convert your admission letter, school admission letter, and you convert it to maximum 350 kilobytes below. Let it not even get up to 350. If you should, the system might not allow you to check in. So you beat it down and you move to submit enrollment. After you have done that, you submit enrollment, and voila, this is what you see. Enrollment successfully submitted. Thank you for your application. I'm pending. And what then do you do? It's after like 24 hours of enrollment that they will now open an account for you. An account will now be sent for you. Together with an email will now be sent for you that you wait for your account to be verified. And you can see it say currently pending verification. So, but it lasts for like 24 hours. If you have done your registration today, enrollment today, you wait for next day after you have clicked on submit enrollment. Then this will be showing to you. Then you go to your email. Now, can you see what is right before me? You go to your email the very day and see what they will send for you. This is what they will send for you after you have succeeded, and they tell you you're pending. Now, this is what they say: initiation, registration, notification, username. Now, they say to be enrolled as a student for the inclusion. Now, this is like you enrolling so that you can now have a slot in the account of NERD portal, referring your school and yourself for clearance. Now, the enrollment request is under review. It will last for like 24 hours or so. But the next day, you will now have the chance to then use your email and your password to then log into your account. I believe that will be understood. So after you have logged into your account, what next should follow? So like I told you, the password that you used and the email you use will now be your login items, your login tools to log into your email address and the password you use. Like I told you, abcd123.123. That's what you use. You put your email, then your password, abcd.123, to synchronize, to give you access to log into your portal, your own dashboard. And I click, we log on to my own dashboard, and voila, you are at your dashboard. So what next do you do to continue to submit your thesis and or either your project? You click on upload project. At this point, it is expected of you to know that these requirements are to be met. Now you can see from the segment of type, you click the type of work you want to put, project. Ensure you fill all this column that has asterisks. It means that they are very important. You cannot skip them. I'll just talk briefly on them so that when you are done, you can then check meant. So title of your work, your project topic, meta title. You can go to your abstract and copy a maximum of 70 characters. Let it be short, but it houses the key points, keyword of your project. The meta description, still from your abstract, you copy like about 3 lines, 6 sentences, and where a full stop ends, you put it on the meta description. Now, on your meta keywords, you click on suggest. Suggest will now prompt all those keywords in your work out and outline it. It will be a way to allot meaning of keywords used in your work on the front line. So next, you see, I told you you'll be mindful of these asterisks. Those with asterisks, very important. The type, the title, the meta title, the meta description, the meta keywords. Now you move to signed certification document. Now at every of your institution, your certification document is where your supervisor signs, your head authority signs, external evaluation signs. You have it on as the independent PDF, not like it's come together with your project. No, you have it as just one copy of front page of a PDF document. This is where you select it and insert it. You select choose file and insert it. So we are not inserting it here. So that's by the way. That's by the way. So next, we have abstract. The abstract, you now know that you have to copy all of the text in your abstract. But please don't copy the abstract title on your project together with it, because already they know that it's an abstract here. So just copy the body of the abstract and put. And the same thing, copy all your introduction, the body of the introduction. Don't copy the introduction topic as is in your project and insert. So you paste it here. Now you can leave literature review, material method, results, because they are not on asterisks. You move to recommendation in your project work and copy it and paste here. You move to reference on your project and copy it and paste here. Leave acknowledgement, leave appendices. Then you now come to upload your full project. It's optional. Then here it's advisable. They say optional, but here is a must. Why is it a must? Because you were not able to fill up all these spaces, both with the one with asterisks and the one with no asterisks. So it is necessary, no longer optional, for you to upload your full project that they say optional here. So you now click choose project and upload the PDF version of your project at this point. I'm clicking it so that you see at this point. So so that is the case. So at this point, so that is the case. So when you have done that, there's what they write here. Figure at least one image. Figure an image relating to your project or thesis. Do not upload your personal photo here. Yes, students are often so funny. They will use this point and put their picture. It's not necessary. What you are expected to put here, every book you have been coming across in life, even book they wrote for you to read, has cover page. So here is required for you to put a cover page that is relative to what you have discussed in your project. You know, your project, you banded it, so it just have black and black covers. But now here, because it's an online work, you now have a privilege to give it a cover page that can help it depict what the content will be like. So you can go online and search the topic of your related work, and now check image. Sometimes you go to search engine and check image. In image, you can then download the kind of image you wish. Let me give you a sample of what I'm talking about. So I went to my search engine, I clicked on project image. Look at what happens on Google search. Can you see all this image? I have the right to download it. Why? Because if your topic is about Nigeria, African, or economical challenge, when you put it, there's image that will always support it. And how do you download it? You click on the image. You click on the image and it opens like this, and you hold on to the image on your phone and you see download image and you download it into your phone. It will now be there. You can then use it to upload in that slot. You can then use it to upload in this particular point. So it's expected of you to know what to do and do it right. You will now upload it at this segment, add image or choose file and put it. And ensure, look at the image. They say the image should not be more than 200 kilobytes. I always tell you 200 kilobytes. And I want to give you a quick referencing point. Now look at this place, submit your academic work. They say if you want to compress your PDF image, look at, they gave places you can go. I love PDF, small PDF, PDF 24, Adobe Online. These are where you can go to compress whatever document or picture or picture they want you to compress. You use all these functionalities. So it depends. But I would advise to use 11 Xeon. 11 is always giving you the best shot, and they don't give you premium difficulties in compression. So that's how it works. So after you must have done that, congratulations. After you must have done that, you click on submit, and when you have submitted, you see what will be sent to you. So after you must have submitted, you now go next. You click still on your dashboard. They will tell you successful submission. You now move to your dashboard, my submission. You click on my submission. At this point, you can then verify that your work has been submitted. You can see a sample of a successful submission. So it's submitted. You can view it. So next is for you to print your work. Your certificate. You click on process clearance. When you click on process clearance, it will require you to put in the name of your supervisor, their email, their phone number. You insert them in the column provided before this point. When that is done, you can then seamlessly print your clearance, and it gives you the last slot of what we have here. So this is the way it looks like, and you can then print it either PDF or you send it to your WhatsApp. I think with this, it will be easy for everyone to follow.